Hey everybody, it's Michael Angelo Caruso. Nice to see you. I wanted to talk a minute about change and what a terrific opportunity it is right now, especially for, um, well, everybody actually. Anybody that's coming out of COVID has a chance to redo themselves. It's like the giant fork in the road. I mean, we haven't had a chance for a reboot like this since World War II. And I wasn't around for that, so I'm going to make the most of this one. I have some ideas for it, and I wanted to share those ideas with you because I think you have a choice right now, this fork in the road. You can focus on all of the problems that you're having and all of the inconvenience and all the people that you hate for making bad decisions uh, uh, and taking your control away from you. Or you can focus on productive things and get crafty and figure out how to pivot, right? Big buzzword right now, and make the most of things because change happens whether you want it to or not. And you're not always in charge of your own change. In fact, most of the time you're not. So how can we make the most of this reboot post COVID? What's the best way to deal with it? And I think the first part is to, you got to get some of this negative stuff in the rearview mirror so that you can focus on the windshield. I think that's a big part of the game. Of course, I feel terrible for anybody that's lost someone to COVID or COVID-related illnesses. I feel bad for anybody that's been sick. And there is a YouTube video on my channel where I interviewed my friend Sam, who recovered from COVID. And man, listening to his firsthand account, you do not want this thing. It's the devil. And the devil visits you at night, every night, for up to 2 weeks. And terrible thing. Right? And he does a good job explaining it as well. And I also feel bad for people whose status is pending. Maybe that's the polite way to say it, but a lot of people Googling the word furlough these days. My brother, who is a longtime employee of a major national chain, has been furloughed in stages. At first he's going to get 80% of his pay, then he's going to get 60% of his pay. Now he's been furloughed completely. And furloughed is an interesting word. It's like, of course, you feel bad for people that have been, fired or not fired, but released from their jobs. But furloughed is even worse in some ways because it's like, we might take you back, we might not. What? How do I plan? What should I do? And you know what most people do? They go to the couch and they watch a movie on Netflix. That's the extent of their plan. And I think that's a mistake. I think now is the time for us to understand this opportunity and start thinking about ways that we can build our own brand. A lot of people now are going to go back to work. I mean, just think through this, right? It's a simple decision tree. A lot of people who have been working at home are going to go back to work and be fine with it. Business as usual, let's rock and roll. We'll just pick up right where we left off. And that's good. That's great if it works for them. But a bunch of people are going to go back to work and say, it's not the same as it used to be. Well, I can promise you it's not going to be the same as it used to be. People will be missing. Budgets will be gone. Customers will not be coming back because they don't have any money, right? It won't be the same. And then there's a bunch of people that go back to work and say, I want to work from home. I kind of got used to that. Psychologists say 21 days is a habit. You've been working at home for 21 days. You like your home office now, man. It's all tricked out. You don't have to deal with traffic. Don't have to deal with these stupid ass people, that I work with. And you'll want to try maybe something else. And now is a fantastic opportunity to do it, like I said. And you don't have to quit your job to do it. You just have to think about your brand and what you offer and how you're going to get paid for what you offer. Because I come from the school of thought where what you get paid for, if you have something that's valuable, you should be compensated. I don't feel bad about taking money from people if I earn it. Back in the day, there was a guy named Socrates. When I say back in the day, I mean way back in the day. And Socrates gave away his information for free. Granted, he was mostly giving away questions. The Socratic method was about questions. You would ask questions, and then you're supposed to learn by answering. You would answer, and oh, I get it now, Socrates. Thank you. But he wouldn't charge. And then a group of people called the Sophists came in. The Sophists said, "Oh yeah, we're not going to be asking you questions. We're going to be giving you the answers, but we're going to charge money for it." And that was the beginning of paid education. And I'm a sophist, I guess, because I figure if I spend time with you and I help you in great ways, I should get paid. I like helping you, but this is my job. I'm a professional speaker. I actually have 3 revenue streams. I'm a keynote speaker, and I'm a publisher, meaning I write books and create programs and stuff. And I'm also a consultant. And people sometimes ask, what's the difference between being a speaker and a consultant? Speaking is event-based. Right? If you wanted me to come out to Wisconsin on June 15th for one day, I come out and I go back home. Consultant stays a while. And one of the reasons why this is such a fantastic opportunity is because everybody's figuring out video now. Like, I know if you're on YouTube, especially if you have a channel on YouTube, you've been looking at video for a while. But those days are over. Those easy days are over because now everybody's looking at video. 1 billion people have Zoom accounts. They all signed up during, the pandemic, and you just got things got a lot more competitive. There's more sharks in the water than ever before, and now is the time to get your game on, to figure out your brand, figure out what you're going to offer to people, and figure out at first maybe a partial revenue stream that supplements, your day gig, and then eventually finding a way to market yourself as a industry expert, because everybody wants to work with experts. Your best clients come to you when you're an expert, because now you can pick and choose about who you work with. And experts get treated really well because you the man, you the woman. So this is the idea. And I'm helping people with this through my Facebook group, which is called Present Like a Pro. You can join it for free. And everybody that's in the group gets a chance to do a free breakthrough call with yours truly. The breakthrough call is about setting up a baseline for you. Where are you now? How did you get there? What's involved? Why do you think you're stuck, right? And then we talk about your dream life. Where do you want to be? And then I'll give you some instructions on how you can close that gap, right? It's a simple 1-hour call. Little caveat here, little warning. I ask very direct questions. And if you're honest with me, I'll help you. I'll get you pointed in the right direction. It's that simple. So the website is michaelangelocaruso.com/talk, TALK. Michaelangelo Caruso /talk. And be sure to join my Present Like a Pro group on Facebook as well. I'll help you out with ongoing tips for speaking so that you can develop keynotes if you care to, consulting brand if you care to, and maybe even write a book like this one, which I wrote during the COVID slowdown. So it's just about how you spend your time and what kind of value you place on yourself, and then your desire to help people. And we put all that in a blender, and your life gets way, way better post-COVID. Thanks very much, everybody. I welcome your comments. See you soon.